However, Universal Music Group considers themselves catching a stray because Sarah Rivers from making the band and R&B Divas is suing Diddy for inhumane and hostile treatment, and they're wrapped up in the mix. I'm sorry, but I think UMG made a whole bunch of money off Diddy and his cruelty. Let them get sued too. They knew it, they allowed it, they turned a blind eye to it. Well, now that blind eye needs to be a blank check. Why the daughter Roseanne Barr gave up for adoption thought Goldie Hawn was her mother because she didn't want her mother to be a racist, emotional wreck. That's why. Because she didn't want her mother to be a pork-pussed idiot. That's why. Because everybody loves Goldie Hawn. That's why. So apparently her ex Tom Arnold tipped off the paparazzi that Roseanne had a daughter that she gave up. So her daughter Brandy was like, well, I was at this orphanage, so it could be me. And she thought she looked like Goldie Hawn. I'd rather look like Goldie Hawn than Roseanne Barr. I get that. I'd still be holding out hope for Goldie. Kroger closing 60 stores in the next 18 months. Who isn't going to the grocery store? All everybody does is complain there aren't enough grocery damn stores. If you live near a grocery store, your property value goes through the freaking roof. Why are they closing grocery stores? No, Walgreens you can close. Y'all too expensive. And CVS, I got a special fuck you for you too. Girl, B. Simone needs to be fucking for real. One, you were a fluke of fame. You were a test for Instagram to show people, here's what we can do for you. I am convinced that some of these people that have made it big, it's like, now that we really know how social media works, it's like, no, they weren't specifically talented. They just got pushed. And now the network like Instagram or YouTube or TikTok, they can say, look what we can do for your brand. This is what we did by pushing this person. You don't think they're having meetings with people behind the scenes that are actually paying for the advertising saying, okay, well, what will this do for my brand? You don't think they want to have some examples to point to? And behind their back, they're saying, look, if we're able to make this popular, we can make you popular. But now she's saying, I'm so broke I have to shop at H&M. Girl, you still don't work. You still out here stealing other people's book ideas and journal ideas at that, which is basically something anybody can write out themselves, but people still paying you for the crap that you stole from somebody else. But now it ain't keeping you in Gucci and gold. You've gone back to H&M. Well, I mean, you have H&M style, so that's where you belong. You didn't help your friends, so that's where you belong. But you don't want a man with a 9-to-5 job. Why? He needs to have somewhere to go to avoid you. Kiki Palmer questions why powerful women are expected to have equally successful partners, but nobody cares when a man finds his woman under a bridge. I will tell you, Kiki, because there are more successful men and more unsuccessful women because of patriarchy and because of misogyny. That's why. Boom. The dating pool is incredibly small when you are of that wealth. So there's definitely more men in that pool. That's why people figure a woman should be able to date her station when she's up there because it's a room full of men. Lord, so we have a little more tea involving Brit ED. She said Kelly better keep her threats on the playground before she tells who she got pregnant by in her marriage. I think that you need to leave that woman's uterus alone. Now, I have been a staunch defender of you because what happened to you was truly disgusting. I feel the same way about this. Leave that woman's uteral history alone. Whether she had more children, whether she was going to have, her pregnancy is none of our business. So now, Brit, you out here just as bad as Kenya. And I'm sorry, Brit, but your husband do look high all the time. Like, he needs to look alert. So that's what that face is. Pills. And I'm sorry, but that tracks. That tracks. He looks like a pillhead. 26-year-old Brazilian tourist who fell into active volcano found dead. Honey, it was an active volcano. I'm surprised it was found at all. Why were you in the volcano? Get your ass out. Well, I'm sorry the heifer fell in. Maybe that means you shouldn't be walking around a volcano. An active volcano. Let the shit be dormant. Unless you a scientist in one of them foil suits, get the fuck on. A tourist. Why the hell do you want to tour the bowels of hell? Literally. Well, you got what you asked for, heifer. Sorry. But I want to know, how do we feel as an audience seeing Phaedra come with her lies yet again, involving other people? Like, I don't want to see this. This is Candy 2.0. And then apparently he has quite the history. Now, I ain't going to say what his history is. I'm sure you will see it over all through the internets, child. He's on a list. He's on a list. A list, child. And he apparently didn't want people to know, because he owns some type of restaurant, that he's on the list. Well, child, everybody know. Everybody done check their list twice. You know what pisses me off? When people are contradictory to themselves. This headline, storyline of quad webs makes no sense. Her and her boyfriend are opening up about their IVF journey. It's been an emotional roller coaster. I hope y'all are secretly married, but I feel like there would have been a special for Quad's marriage. Maybe it's coming down the line. Y'all just went to the courthouse and did the do. I'm really hoping, because I want to know why Quad would have a baby without benefit of marriage at this big age. Now, was he found guilty of the crap with the stolen car or not? Because I haven't heard anything from like the Atlantic Journal-Constitution or People magazine. I haven't gotten anything concrete. So what exactly are we doing? Because I want to know why you're putting the cart before the horse. Like, get married to him. Be married to him. Don't be afraid of a surrogate. If you doing IVF, go on and use somebody else. Stay married for a minute. See if you really like each other. Because remember, you married Greg and jumped out. Now, I know he don't look like Greg, but still. But I just feel that's foolish. Like, either at this big age, we doing baby daddies at this big age. I thought you had a promise ring. Didn't he promise not to make you a baby mama? So Porsha is on the cover of People magazine trying to give Angela Bassett. And everybody's like, skirt? You were the other woman. That's how you came into this marriage. You were the white woman that got slapped in accounting. But now you want to be in front of a burning car? A car that he absconded the country from that you're going to have to return? Like Lisa Ray, you married a foreigner and got fucked. I feel they're doing this to pull focus from Britney's lawsuit. I mean, let's talk about what you getting. Because you ain't getting shit, according to every lawyer on TikTok. And YouTube, too. I'm ready to exhale. Well, take a deep breath for that debt. You gonna have to put your mama out, or you gonna share the joint with her? That's what I want to know. Where you living? Wow. Cardi B's album, Am I the Drama?, has already sold 1.5 million copies. It's already platinum before it's come out. And it's not out until September. She may be able to give us the song of the summer going into fall. I hope so. I'm wishing Cardi well. I'm wishing the music well. I want some good music. I need something to bump to and thump to. Well, I ain't been thumping, but bumping. I want to bump. Amitah Butterfly is homeless. Well, that's what happens when you have prove-a-point babies with Peter guns. You were playing with your future, and you fucked it, like you fucked Peter. She's moved back home to Germany with her kids. You always running back to Germany. Peter said, really thought we gave the world enough of our private life. However, the show must go on, and this must be addressed. Please join me at my live at 1 p.m. Eastern. Girl, are you trying to get on Love and Hip Hop, trying to bring back that old thing? The thing is, now you're just old and desperate. You were young and stupid. Now old and desperate? Don't nobody want to see that. But apparently rapper Cameron, his antics on live streaming or live TV, whatever shows he's been doing, have got him a 6-figure book deal with Simon & Schuster to write his autobiography. I'm sure somebody's going to read it. I won't. but somebody might. Nelly has dropped a new single called Spinning the Block because his show drops tomorrow. I don't think it should be called Spinning the Block. I think it should be called I Waited for 25 Years and She Was Still Single, So I Lucked Out. Because I wish Ashanti had gotten married on his ass and wasn't a block to spin. But, I'm happy for him. And she's like, well, I couldn't do any better. That's what the song should be called. I realized I couldn't do any better. So I said I'll knit a sweater for two. When I realized I couldn't do any better. Found out I couldn't do any better. For in the dating pool there's poo. Dating pool of poo. Can't do any better than you.